Many people are expected to travel to desert towns in Nevada in hopes of overpowering the US military and uncovering the mysteries that might be hiding there. The off-limits desert base is always the center of attraction for alien fans and ufologists, the people who hunt for UFOs. They believe that a heavily guarded underground lab where the government keeps captured alien aircrafts and even alien themselves. Further, pop culture is always busy in mythologizing their rumors and hence lure people who love aliens mysteries. For them, it is disappointing that particular Nevada secret site is prohibited one. Authorities says that this type of illegal activity is strictly discouraged and trespassers are apprehended and prosecuted by the local enforcement authority. It is also home to the nation's overhead surveillance program. From early 1950s, many important spying aircraft in American history was assembled, tested, and ultimately sent out on missions. According to some experts, USA Air Force and spy agencies are developing the next generation of aircrafts and other weapons of war. But due to lack of access and information, Area 51 is deeply rooted with many types of rumors and myths. One of the rumors is that it is the site where aliens many times landed, and now Americans says that this is their right to know about whatever is happening there. Now, the question is Area 51 origin of overhead espionage? Area 51 is a big area located northwest of Las Vegas and contained within the Nevada Test and Training Range and controlled by government for its confidential operations, as it contains the largest contiguous air and ground space available for piecemeal military operations in the free world. The former President Dwight Eisenhower needed a secret location in which to test new spy planes that could see into the Soviet Union's burgeoning nuclear weapon programs. Then they found Area 51 for what they were looking for. According to experts, they discovered the perfect fulfillment, that is Area 51, which was a secret base centered around a dry place in the middle of Nevada that was located in an already classified facility where the government was researching on nuclear weapons, and that is why no one was going to try to get into the facility. A number of engineers, spies, military personnel turned the facility into the birthplace of overhead espionage for the CIA. Two aircrafts, one of them is U-2 spy plane, which helped the US keep an eye on Russian nuclear activities, most exemplify the important work done at Area 51. The Soviets started their first atomic bomb test in 1949 and started hitting aircrafts heading towards it to keep that program secret. Now it became impossible for USA to get an overhead view of what was going on there, especially when USA didn't have any satellite support to get clear picture of it. And then America developed a plane called U-2, which could fly at around 70,000 feet altitude and have 700 pounds of camera with good resolution. But on May 1, 1960, an unfortunate day, a U-2 plane was shot down over Soviet airspace that led the Air Force to put pressure on Lockheed Martin to build a plane in only 20 months that couldn't be brought down. That eventually led to the development of SR-71 Blackbird with so many high-tech equipments and labeled as perfect spy plane with capability of fly at 80,000 feet with an around 2,000 miles per hour speed. It was around that time when this area of these aircraft became known as Area 51. More hangars, runways, house units were constructed in order to keep secret spy plane programs running. Here are just a couple of examples of what they did employees mostly used planes to travel in and out of the facility. The CIA also encouraged the myth that UFO were flying around Area 51 because it helped obfuscate what was really going on. The testing of odd-looking, fly at a high altitude, very fast, never seen before aircrafts called UFO. The secrecy continues to this day, and what goes on there is still a secret. Area 51 also has camo dudes, the security contractors who wear camouflage and ride around in unmarked pickup trucks in order to spot people trying to enter Area 51. Some people also believe that Area 51 remains a place for American armed forces to develop and test the next generation of aircraft and weapons of war. Now, another question comes to our mind: is Area 51 really associated with alien or not? A whistleblower alleged a potential link between Area 51 and aliens and believed that the foreign air technology belonged to aliens and that Area 51 was entirely designed to capture, reverse engineer and study alien aircraft and aliens themselves. A book in 1980 of Roosevelt Incident by Charles Burles and William Murray examined the 1947 incident in Mexico when a mysterious object interpreted by the media as a flying saucer but disavowed by the military as a weather balloon sparked public interest. After a decade, the government ultimately revealed the object to have been a nuclear surveillance balloon. But now rumors of vast secret underground military compound in the desert began to take place. Some people spoon macabre and bizarre stories about aliens being held and studied in such underground camps where the government fed them humans and mutilated cattle. They alleged that the facility had been built with the assistance of aliens themselves, which they described as tall specimen termed grey. And onset of idea is to put in the public's mind, it never really fades. Present day conspiracy theories about Area 51's alien population have grown more and more elaborate, and they have shown up all over pop culture in movies like the Independence Day franchise and TV shows like The X-Files. The source, like interviews and historical records, told her that a doctor surgically enlarged the heads of a teenager to make him resemble aliens on the order of Joseph Stalin. Further sources, the fake alien teens ultimately crashed landed in New Mexico in the famous Roosevelt incident. Then he claims the remains of the crash were brought back to Area 51. The US government has long history of investigating reported UFO sighting. These investigations date back to 1947 and include focused studies like Project Blue Book, which covered, among other things, the first reported record of alleged alien abduction in 1961. Much more recently, the Pentagon revealed in 2017 that between 2007 and 2012, longtime Nevada Senator Harry Reid shepherded a program that investigated reports of flying saucers. None of this investigative work directly implicates or involves Area 51, but it is easy to see how a giant mysterious desert military zone can spark speculation, especially when you knew the government is not investigating aliens. Former President Barack Obama was the first president in the history of the United States to mention Area 51 in public. At the annual Kennedy Center honors ceremony in 2013, Obama mentioned the place while cracking a joke. While it was a cool thing to say, nobody overlooked the fact that a president uttered the term Area 51 for the first time since its existence. This only made people believe that such a place does exist. A fact There is also a fake moon landing theory associated with Area 51. There are various theories, and one such theory is that the moon landing was faked, and it was in fact filmed here in Nevada's Area 51. And in this theory, the American filmmaker Stanley Kubrick supposedly helped NASA. Undefined flying objects are seen at various times. It is being a testing ground for aircrafts. There are numerous flights taking off from this place. This could have sparked the theory of the unidentified flying objects or UFO. If seen carefully, the high-tech planes look like aliens UFO to most people, and when they soar on the sky, people in the area let their imagination go wild and declare them to be UFOs. Alien talk rapidly grew into a real-world festival in Area 51, slated to be held in the desert town Rachel, Nevada. Robert said